In the initial days of the operation of the company, the board of directors may not play a significant role. Effectively, the founders are usually the same as the board of directors, so every meeting of management will be kind of quote-unquote a board of directors meeting. Don't make the mistake of taking notes of every time the founders sit down and calling those minutes that go into the minute book. Really, the board of directors only needs to meet from time to time to do specific things like issue shares or issue options and things of that nature. Most boards act consensually, notwithstanding who their members might be. So there's usually a dialogue and a process that goes around a board until consensus is reached. And that's regardless of whether it's an investor-driven board or a founder-driven board or a mix. The standard kind of board composition for a company that's reached a more advanced stage and has venture capital investment is one or two founders, which may or may not include the CEO, by title, not by name, because CEOs can change. One or two investor directors, and then usually an independent. And this may be a small seed shareholder who invested earlier, or it may be somebody with knowledge from the industry. Typically, boards don't exceed 5 in size for young companies. Sometimes they're just 3. Rarely they're 7. 7 is quite a large board for a startup. But what typically happens is certain founders are asked to step back from the board in favor of new investors, representatives on the board, or independents, or people with industry experience as time goes on. Sometimes founders are permitted to continue to observe board meetings, although they don't have a formal vote at those meetings. So that's something that you may want to try to preserve as you go forward into a transaction.